Hello. Good morning, YouTube. It's about 12:25 in the morning. This is Intergalactic Brew. And I'm here to do another video because once again I feel like I need to get something off my chest. So I figure if I can't tell, the person or the people that I'm going to be talking about, if I can't discuss this with them publicly, face to face, then I might as well do it on a video, because it's the closest thing to talking to the person live and in public. And what I'm going to talk about, a lot of people are not going to like. There's going to be a lot of miserable, sensitive wrestling fans that are going to send me some very hateful, critical comments that I'm okay with, by the way. Like, I'm very psychologically strong. Like, it takes a hell of a lot to make me mad nowadays. Just to let you know. So, after this video is over with, you could say anything you want about me. You can call me a moron, you can call me a clown, you say I don't know what I'm talking about, you're talking about my mother, whatever you want to say. I don't care. Because I know it's all mind games anyway. But anyway, so yeah, let's cut down to the chase. Okay, so I'm watching the end of Monday Night Raw tonight. And I'm thinking, like, something, surprising, if anything, is gonna happen. Because I already know what was not gonna happen, and that's John Cena was not gonna get fired. I mean, seriously, how can John Cena get fired? For real? John Cena fired? Are you kidding? Like, are you really serious? John Cena gone. WWE? Hell no. Not even in a million years. WWE can sell all their product, all of their stock, and I guarantee you the last thing they would keep before they would sell the company itself along with its logo is John Cena. I just want to get that out first. John Cena wasn't going nowhere but back to the locker room and pack his bags and get on the flight to the next show the next day and go back home. That's the only place he was going. Okay? I'm going to verify that right now. So I knew John Cena wasn't going to get fired. I was thinking something was going to happen with CM Punk. That's the main reason why I watched, that worthless, broke down company called WWE. That's the only reason why, because I thought something was going to happen big with CM Punk. Well, obviously it didn't. But you know what ends up happening? The WWE Universe, or whatever you want to call it, gives us an even better gift. You know what that is? They put Triple H in charge of the company, so to speak. They put Triple H in charge of the company. Wow. Wow. Well, I guess all the brainwashed sheep that watch WWE and actually think this company is great or is getting greater believe that this is going to turn things around. Well, guess what? Sorry to pop your bubble, but it's not, y'all. Things are going to get bad. Very bad. You know why? Because you got a guy named Triple H running the company. And you want to know why Triple H is bad? Because he is the son-in-law of a guy that single-handedly buried professional wrestling, true professional wrestling, and his name is Vince McMahon. So yeah, so basically, let me give you the tail of the tape of what's going to happen here, okay? Basically, what we're going to see with Triple H running the company now is we're going to see John Cena win the WWE title 3 times a month. We're going to see Sheamus get pushed back to the WWE title 2 or 3 times a month. And we're going to see The Miz pushed to the WWE title 2 or 3 times a month. Now, mind you, all 3 of these guys will win, okay? For all my real wrestling fans out there that feel me and know where I'm coming from, we all know that John Cena, Sheamus, and The Miz are going to win the WWE Championship 2 or 3 times out of the month, now and forever. We know that. Why? Because Sheamus is Triple H's buddy. I'm sure Triple H is buddies with John Cena. I mean, hell, he went to his wedding. He was dancing at his reception. So they're buds. Oh, and of course, The Miz, he was one of Vince McMahon's pets. You know, one of his most prized possessions, one of his crowning jewels of the future. And you know what they say, when you roll with the McMahons, success will come with it. So, basically, the WWE is about to be even more ruined than it was before. And just to clarify, if any of you dummies out there take this as a surprise or an astonishment, you need to go to your room, slap yourself 5 times, then take your cell phone, bang yourself in the head 5 times, then go to the desk or whatever you put your laptop on, bang your head 5 times on that, and call yourself a dumbass, because that's exactly what you are. If you didn't see if you didn't see this whole thing coming. And then you know, another thing that makes me laugh when I was watching that whole thing is Vince McMahon had the nerve to cry. Vince McMahon, the genetic jackhammer, the guy with, you know, the bite-sized grapefruits and all this other stuff. You know, Mr. Big Shot himself, Greenwich, Connecticut, living large, money, money, money. Crying? Really? Not you? Not VKM? Crying? Well, my goodness. Obviously, the earth has stopped spinning. Vince McMahon is crying. Wow. So, you put WCW out of business, number 1. You put ECW out of business, number 2. And then you basically shatter your own company, and you got the nerve to cry. Let me tell you something. You know who the people who should be crying? It should be those people like me and a couple of my other buddies that still watch wrestling. We the ones that should be crying, because we're the ones getting robbed of our enjoyment. We're the ones that are sitting up here now that we've grown older and gotten more wiser and more mature, and actually seeing this whole thing called professional wrestling turn into an entire freak show. Just a soap opera / whatever. We've basically single-handedly, with our own 2 eyeballs, sat up here and watched WWE, a company that we used to love, a company that we grew up watching, that would give us good wrestling along with good entertainment, basically become like what Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and Jay Leno are now. That's basically what me and the other true wrestling fans that grew up with true professional wrestling alike are experiencing now. And you have the nerve to cry. We're the ones that should be crying, because we're the ones that have to suffer for your stupidity. And then you go, I mean, because nobody's stupid. Everybody knew that, you were going to, hand over the reins to either Triple H or Stephanie. We knew that. We're not dumb. Okay, there you go, trying to insult our intelligence again. Okay, we knew this was coming. And anybody else that didn't know this was coming, I done already told you what you can do. I'm not saying it again. But anyway, but yeah. So we basically been robbed of our enjoyment. Okay, and Triple H is finna take one big dump on WWE now. Daniel Bryan's not gonna get pushed. Kofi Kingston's not gonna get pushed. Dolph Ziggler's not gonna get pushed. Drew McIntyre, Evan Bourne, Ted DiBiase, Cody Rhodes. I can name the entire WWE roster, but I choose not to. Okay? Because it's a waste of time. Because I know these guys are not going to get the opportunity that they deserve. Because why? Triple H only looks out for himself and those he cares about. Not everybody, like he should be. But anyway, it is what it is. And another thing, second part I want to get to, is these pro wrestling hypocrites. Because it's apparently some of them out there. And one of them in particular lives in Houston, Texas. Is supposed to be this big, Tito Ortiz fan. Supposed to be, big RVD fan or whatever. And he's got a best friend that supposed to like the same superstars or whatever, or an MMA star / professional wrestler, whatever. But yeah, the guys that like, RVD and Tito, and they say they like him for life. It's funny how they're sitting up here praising WWE because they have one good pay-per-view once in a blue moon, and they have one good TNA pay-per-view once in a blue moon, and now all of a sudden they just want to be they little servants now. They want to be their little sheep, walking right into Vince McMahon's pasture, along with the rest of those brainwashed idiots. Y'all was in a couple of months ago, a few years ago, not even a few years ago, but a couple of months ago, including last year, 2010, y'all was sitting up here bashing WWE about what they're not doing. That's what I don't get. I'm talking about the guys who like RVD and Tito for life. That's who I'm talking about right now. It's another person I'll get to in a minute. But yeah, it's funny how a couple of months ago and last year, y'all were over here talking about what WWE is not doing, how they're not pushing the talent, how they don't care about the future, and all this other stuff. But they put on one good pay-per-view, and now all of a sudden y'all think it's happy days again. All I gotta say about that is, man, make up your mind. Are you gonna hate WWE, or are you gonna love them? If you're gonna love them, fine, so be it. But I just can't stand hypocrites, and I can't stand contradicted people. Say one thing and do another. Be real about it, partner, or partners, since there's two of y'all. Just be real, man. If you like WWE, come out and say it. That's fine. But don't be sitting up here talking about WWE and stuff, and what they're not doing, and don't be talking about what TNA not doing, and Hogan and Bischoff, and how you despise them, and how they need to go sit down and, retire and stuff, and they put on one good pay-per-view, and y'all sitting up here, just sucking on their nuts. I'm saying, just be real about it, boys. That's all I gotta say. If you're gonna be an ROH fan, be an ROH fan. Stop jumping on, WWE and TNA is nuts, man. Just be real about it. That's all I gotta say. And there's another guy from Texas, guy's supposed to be some classic or some instant classic, whatever his name is. Dude, you need to be real too, cause you just falling in line with the rest of them. You going up sucking WWE's nuts like they all are. But anyway, all I gotta say is be real. Peace.